This is Dr. Wanda J. Evans-Brewer, and I'm sitting down with Gia Boo,
Yeah.
and we have a special guest, which is my mom, Susie May, and she agreed to sit down reluctantly. She agreed to sit down and have this interview, and Gia is going to ask her questions about how she felt about us going to Ghana, and then ultimately the things that she learned we did in Ghana, and then our return. So, Gia, ask your first question.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I want to ask Grandma a couple of questions. So, Grandma, the first question I'll ask you. When we left Ghana and we was already gone, how did you feel for all those days that we were gone for?
I felt lonely for you all. I missed you both very, very much. But the main thing is, I prayed and felt that God and your angels were with you, and you're going to have a very wonderful, and above all, and most of all, a safe time.
Okay.
Okay. So, you heard it from Grandma, the first question.
All right. Do you have another question for her?
Yeah, one more question.
Okay. What's your question, Gia?
Did you ever, feel that the house is quiet, or since nobody's around, you don't feel, safe, or you don't feel comfortable, or...
Did the house still feel like a home?
Yeah.
The house, I think, spoke for itself.
Mm-hmm.
I think the house, in a way, missed you all too.
Mm-hmm. You know, Mom, she kept saying, she said, I wish we could bring our house and set it in Ghana.
That's a little hard.
That's what she kept saying. She said, Mom, I just wish I could just grab our house and set the whole house in Ghana.
Boy, that's a big wish.
That is a big wish.
That is the biggest wish I've ever heard. Boy, and the strange thing is it makes so much sense.
Mm-hmm.
And the sense it makes is like a child says it, not an adult.
Mm-hmm. She missed it. I mean, we have
Boy,
things
that's
here
beautiful.
we miss.
That's beautiful.
Okay, you've been with me on all these journeys.
Yes.
This has been 5 years now. South Africa, Uganda,
Yes.
Tanzania, now
Beautiful.
Ghana. How do you
Beautiful.
feel about these trips that I take? How do you feel about this whole thing?
I think it's inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
And there's such a truth
Mm.
about this world and life and other places
Mm.
and other people
Mm.
and persons themselves.
I met some beautiful people.
I think it's just fabulous.
Okay.
It's fabulous.
Because when we're traveling, people always ask us, how does your mother feel? How is your mom? How is she doing? And how do you feel?
I feel wonderful, and selfishly, I wish I could have been on this journey too.
You do. I think this one, because I heard you say to me, you said if you had it if you knew what the house was going to be like, because this is our longest staying away. We stayed away 4 months. Before it's only been 2 months.
Yep.
That you said if you knew, you would have come with us.
Went along.
Yeah.
But it was wonderful, and I, unselfishly, I respect and enjoy the fact that my 2 girls had this most wonderful, wonderful experience.
Okay.
Can we be?
No, it can't. Well, it can. We can.
Yeah.
We can continue on
We
with
always
more.
do better.
Right.
Better and better.
Okay, so 4 months, we built a whole life in Ghana. Everything from activities, family, food, friends, animals, locations, activities, everything.
Wow.
We had a whole complete life, and so we're looking to going back.
Wonderful.
Where are you at in that process? What do you think about that? And you can speak your truth, and if you know.
Unselfishly, I respect it. Whether I'm suitable to go, I don't know.
That's honest.
I
That is
think
so honest.
I should be suitable to go.
What would make you not suitable or suitable? What would make you suitable?
The physical care that needs to be for me.
I got you.
That's the only thing.
Because you can handle the plane ride.
Oh, absolutely.
And I had told my mother, I said, I will get you a first class seat where you have you could extend your legs and you got the big TV and all of that kind of stuff. So once you can lay out, I think they're even able to lay down.
Yeah.
Whereas we're kind of sitting up like sardines, and it's just a lot of flying.
Yeah.
But our chair, they it kind of goes down, but it's like
yeah, but theirs can go down.
It can go down.
Yeah, the first class is very, very comfortable. And then I've told my mama, says hot. Africa's hot, so a lot of the issues with your mucus, that's going to dry up. You can't just be mucusy in Africa. It's just too hot and too dry for it. Yeah. It is. And then I kind of got blessed this time because we know several nurses and several doctors. Like I went there because I had the health fair. These are personal friends. These are people that I actually can, even now I can talk to and get advice from. So, and if they can't do it, these are such beautiful people. They would lead me to other people who would give me great care. I guess the only issue would be nutrition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, you take a liquid diet.
Yes.
And, but
through a tube.
But that's just it. It's a liquid diet.
Yes.
So there's tons of stuff that, even my brother, Ghana man, Abidi, even his porridge, that nutrition that I brought back, I told you we need to test that because that's full of so much immune building. It's just rich with nutrients that I really think with that might be the thing that we can use and that wouldn't upset your stomach. Because some of those, even the nutritional cans, you haven't liked.
Yeah.
Because you can, even though you're not eating it, you said like it clogs your tubing or it upsets your stomach. I just think it's something to test with, but I don't think that should necessarily be a deterrent. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
What's your thoughts about Grandma going with us, traveling with us, or not? Because Gia referred to it as leaving her behind. What's your thoughts about that?
My thoughts about that is, I believe that I don't necessarily, if we leave Grandma, it's like I'll have a lot of fun there, but it's not gonna be as fun without seeing another experience from another person.
You just want her there. I know you just said you want her to meet your family.
Yeah, I definitely want her to meet my family, and to seem that when we called one of my family members a couple of days ago, and we put her on the phone with them, they was pretty happy to talk to her and to actually meet her on the phone.
Yeah, but Mom was just as happy to kind of put a face with these personalities that you've been describing and sharing about too.
Yeah.
So it was a mutual.
It was nice.
She had an opportunity to FaceTime with Gia's sister mom Susie.
That was nice.
And the homework buddy who she says is her best friend too, Joseph. And it was just a sweet exchange.
It was very nice.
It was a very sweet exchange.
Very nice.
Well,
I have one more thing to say.
What?
If Grandma does go, I bet she'll have a nice experience for herself.
What you think? Do you think you'll have a nice experience in Africa? Because your perception of Africa changed once I went to Africa. Because you told me when you was growing up that you were taught to it was nothing important, it was not even anything to even be interested in. And then I came back with all these different stories and you was like, wow. Do you think you would have a good experience in Africa?
I think I would. I think I would have a very, very good experience. I think I'd be highly fascinated. And I think I would love and really respect those people.
Okay.
Their lifestyle, their children's, their freedom within themselves and for themselves and others. I get a lot from that.
What has Gia brought back from these trips to Africa that she learned in Africa that you really appreciate or that has changed her from her Africa trips?
I think she has brought back a strength that I see in her that I didn't see before.
Yeah, she is confident.
Yes, and her speech and what she wants to talk about and the way she expresses words.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah.
And she likes to use big words.
Mm-hmm.
It's fascinating.
Mm.
Very fascinating.
I like that Gia got some manners.
Yes. 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 Oh, definitely.
Yeah, she's still terrible in the house with us. This is 3 generations.
Oh, yes. But
So
and she knows exactly right from wrong.
and then my mother's the typical grandmother. You know, she was like, you know, iron fisted with me, and then you know a feather with her.
Yeah, let it
So
slide.
yeah, so you know we created our own beast, but yeah, she definitely has brought back some beautiful stuff from Africa.
And she's a little jokester.
Yeah, well, you know they're happy. You know, like people are in general are not mean and angry with each other there.
No.
So, and what would you say was something like when I take these trips that you think I'm so happy my daughter does this because this is what it gives her, or this is what I see from her.
I think you're happy because you see a new growth in Gia.
Mm-hmm.
A new being, a new someone that's going to be right in life.
I feel like I can pass the baton, Mom. Yeah, I feel like I got my
and do things and care about others.
Care about others.
I mean, this is children and animals. She's just going to be good at it.
Yeah. I say this is the next one in line that I'm always telling people Gia will be greater than me. That I'll be able to pass that baton and she'll continue on the legacy.
But the only claim she'll put on anything is the only way she'll claim it because she's not a selfish person.
Mm-hmm.
She'll say, I got this from my mom.
Mm.
And that's going to let everybody know in that way that this means a lot to her.
Is that true, Gia Boo?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, anything else you want to add as we wrapping up? You're finally listening to the matriarch of the family.
Hold on. I have one more question.
One more. Not two more. One more.
One more.
One.
Go.
Okay. My question is, Grandma.
Yes.
If we do take you to Ghana, would you like accept that? Okay, they might not be as clean. You might go to the beach and it might not be as clean and stuff like that, or they might eat with their hands. Are you good with that?
She want to know will you accept them how they are without judging them.
I will accept them, yes. And I thanks for asking me that because I will in no way be prejudiced destroy them. Because the way you have spoke about them, it's like I would be talking about your second family. And I'm not going to do it.
You protecting your little family, ain't you?
Yeah, because you see them every day in Ghana. You just see a couple of little kids playing with a beat-up ball, just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
The clothes not as clean.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the mother over there cooking and stuff like that outside, and she's wearing her what do you call it again?
Like
cloth,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she's cooking there, and there's trees around and sand and dirt and everywhere. It's just life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Out
normal
of
for
the
them.
mouth of babes.
Yeah, it's just normalcy.
Boy, what a knowledge came out of your mouth.
But if you hungry and they make eye contact with you, you're likely to hear, "You most welcome."
Isn't that something?
You most welcome.
You can't beat that.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
You can't beat that.
Well, this is Dr. Wanda J. Evans-Brewer. I'm sitting down with Gia Boo and my mother, who I tease and call Susie May. That's actually her name, but I'm just saying I tease her and call her that. But she sat down and it's taken us almost 2 weeks And Gia finally put her she said, "You're sitting down, you're doing this interview." So she sat down for this interview. That's to give you some insight. So when I'm traveling, my mother gives me a great blessing. She prays for me. She's happy for me. She's never mad that I've left her.
Absolutely.
She's rooting for me, cheering for me. She's excited about
Absolutely.
everything I do. I share everything with her, the good, the bad, the ugly. And so, we've made peace in our own way with being back together and then the separation, because she saw that Africa gave me my life back. Like, it literally saved my life, and so she celebrates that, even though my mother has never stepped foot out of this country. So for people who've always asked, that's where she's at. And we are in larger talks about the transition of permanently living on the continent, because I've told Mom, I said, listen, I'm not making it here in America, and I love life and the work in Africa, but I love her too. So we all have to figure out what we're going to do with our house and what we're going to do with our assets. But my personal opinion is similar to Gia's. I think that as you get older, you need to be closer to the people that love you, and that she needs to go where me and Gia go.
I agree.
And that's just how that needs to be. And if we don't do anything but just shut our house down until we come back, then that needs to happen that way. So, people listening, viewing, we look forward to your response and thoughts. But pray for us in this area. We need a lot of prayer in this area, because either way it goes, whether Gia and I leave my mom behind or whether she comes, we're always going to see about her. This is a set of women that do, with two women and one becoming, that we don't believe in nursing homes. We don't believe in any of that stuff. But we'll figure it out. But anyway, thank you for listening. Beyond the Surface Radio.
Thank you.
Dr.
God
Wanda.
bless.